The Protestant Reformation, I want to touch on some things they failed to come out of. The Protestant Reformation failed to come out of the day the Catholic Church made holy. What day is that? It is Sunday, or Sunday worship. They didn't come out, the Protestant Reformation, they did not come out of the day that the Catholic Church had made holy the universal day of worship, which was Sunday. Now you might say, I can just hear someone say, well, what difference does it make what day you worship on? It's not about that. It's about keeping and honoring all 10 of God's commandments, which includes the fourth commandment, the Sabbath day. That's what it's about. Now, as a Christian, how can you stand there or sit there and say, well, the fourth commandment is not important? How can you say that only 9 commandments are important? Yeah, I believe in keeping 9, but not all 10. See, this is the issue, keeping and honoring all 10 of the commandments. The Sabbath was changed to Sunday by the Catholic Church, and it's something that they freely admit to. They don't apologize for it because they've got the whole Protestant world following in their footsteps. In fact, they think it's funny that when Protestants try to justify Sunday keeping, because they understand there is no scripture authority, and the Catholics admit that there is no scripture authority for Sunday keeping. Now, what they believe in, the Catholic Church, is the primacy of Peter, that Peter was the first pope. In other words, they totally screw up this scripture about binding and loosening, and they think that the church has the authority to bind this day, Sunday, as the official universal day of worship, and to loose the fourth commandment, the Sabbath. Now, when Jesus talked about binding and loosening, he spoke to Peter, and again, the Catholics believe that Peter was the first pope. They believe in the primacy of Peter, that these successions of pope are passed down through all generations to one man to the next. All right. When Jesus said, whatsoever you shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever you shall loose on earth shall be loose in heaven, this had nothing to do with binding and loosening God's law. If you believe that, you're an idiot. I mean, that's the bottom line. It's about administrative duties of the church is what this verse is about. So what the Pope has according to their faith, the authority to bind Sunday as the official universal day of worship and to loose the Sabbath as irrelevant, not important. Listen to this offer, and I'll be right back.
Does it matter which day you worship God on? The fourth commandment says, 6 days shall you labor, but the seventh day of the week is God's Sabbath day. For nearly 2,000 years, people have disagreed about which day, Saturday or Sunday, is the Christian day of weekly worship. Is this an important issue, or does it really matter when the Christian performs his worship activities? The crux of the matter is simply this: who are you obeying when you present yourself before God to worship Him? Get the facts by ordering Sunday Worship, How Sunday Worship Really Came About. Order by writing to Church of God, Rocky Mount, 27 Brookledge Lane, Rocky Mount, Virginia, 24151. That's Church of God, Rocky Mount, 27 Brookledge Lane, Rocky Mount, Virginia, 24151. Also, visit us on the web at isthatreallyinthebible.org.